Hey guys, how are we all? Welcome to My Way Tarot. This is going to be a general weekly love reading for the sign of Gemini. This can resonate with your sun, moon, rising or Venus sign. Now I could be reading for yourself or for your love interest, the one that's on your mind, so please use your own discernment and flip the roles to however this best resonates with your situation, but please do not make the story fit. So if the reading resonates or parts of the message resonate, then that's great. If it doesn't resonate, then it's simply not your message. So please take what you feel fits and leave the rest, guys. So we're just using 3 decks of cards today. We're going to start off the reading with the Soul Journey Oracle cards. Then we're going to use the Modern Witch Tarot to clarify and also to close off the reading, the Hidden Truth Oracle messages. So let's get into the reading. Angels of Love and Light, could please have clear and concise messages for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus. What do they need to know in relation to love for this week, please? And thank you. Now, happy birthday, Gemini. I hope you guys are enjoying your birthday season and having the opportunity to celebrate. Sending you all so much love and light, and enjoy your birthday season. So happy birthday, guys. So let's get into this for Gemini. What do they need to know? What do they need to know in relation to love, please and thank you. Okay, failure. I understand that a mistake is an opportunity to learn, is only an opportunity to learn. I feel like potentially you could have been dealing with someone who's relatively stubborn here, guys, because the cards didn't want to come out. I feel like this person may feel like they failed themselves, but potentially they feel like they failed you in some sort of way. And they could be feeling a deep sense of regret or guilt or sorrow or remorse, I'm getting. I feel like this person could actually be a bit confused about the connection with you guys. Like it could be a bit scattered, like here, there and everywhere. It's like this person wants to be able to communicate with you, but I feel like they may be struggling to figure out the way to put themselves across to you. I feel like this person is normally very succinct in the way that they communicate in lots of other areas or in their life, but when it comes to love, when it comes to relationships or friendships or kind of where there's a sense of a strong emotional attachment, sometimes this person may really struggle to figure out a scenario. Like I'm getting how to read the room for some reason. This person may not be very clued in with social cues, I'm getting for some reason now in relation to relationships. So like getting the hint, I'm getting that for some reason. Okay, peace. I'm a being of love and I release all negative energy. Yeah, and you know how I was saying earlier that this person is scattered? Their energy could be a bit scattered or their thoughts are a bit scattered. They just want peace. They want to be able to bring themselves peace, but also to bring peace with you as well. Potentially you may have recognized that this connection wasn't moving forward in the way that you were wanting it to in the past, and so maybe you have felt like you had to admit defeat in a situation and not go down this path with this person, even though you felt a deeper connection with them, because you needed to I'm getting retreat for the sense of your own self-preservation and the sense of inner peace within your own life, to have peace out surrounding your life as well. Yeah, look at that. You know how I was saying about the sense of being a bit here, there and everywhere? Well, we have indecision here as well. This person may have kept you at arm's length for quite some time because they weren't sure what they were wanting in relation to your love. Okay, I feel like this person procrastinated, and it's that sense of okay, I'm not going to make a decision. And because I haven't made a decision, then everything's going to kind of stay as it is, and still making, not making a decision is still a decision in itself. And I feel like this person has felt relatively blocked, and they didn't pick up the cues between the connection with you and them. I feel like this person, yeah, look at that. They couldn't make a decision on this love. They wanted to, I feel, in a sense that they wanted to be able to come forward towards you and communicate in a particular way, but they felt like they weren't able to do that here with their relationships. I mean, guys, we've got love and then relationships. I feel like this person sees you in a really beautiful, kind of genuine, nurturing way, and it's like this person can't quite get to grips with how they treated you in the past, or, you know, how they may have been relatively disrespectful before, or they were a bit nonchalant or a bit cold. I'm getting the sense that you may have just brought this person love and peace, but then they just kind of reciprocated with the sense of indecision, and then you feel like your connection may have failed in the past, and because there was the imbalance between the two of you, there wasn't the sense of equal give and take in the relationship or in the connection or friendship, or however it kind of goes with you and this person. I feel like your love interest is very bothered as of right now. They may be feeling a bit angry, a bit frustrated. They could be triggered quite easily as of right now with certain happenings in their life, especially if your name gets brought up, or if someone kind of reminds them of you. I feel like this kind of brings up this sense of annoyance in this person, because it's like they can't escape you, they can't escape what they did in the past, they can't escape the sense that they were indecisive, that they were in this sense like kind of holding themselves back from allowing a love into their life and to have this love with you. I feel like your love interest is needing to embrace in a sense of self-love and realize that these supposed failures that may have been in the connection were most likely lessons that this person was needing to learn, of a karmic nature. Not to say that you two are a karmic connection in a karmic relationship and there's a sense of toxicity between the two of you, but I feel like you may have been an integral part for this person to heal certain aspects of themselves and recognize something deeper that was going on within them, so that they could eventually rebalance themselves out and eventually come back around into your life and kind of potentially admit to any wrongdoings that they have done in the past, or they felt that they have done, and readdress this connection or situation with you in a much better way by handling it better, taking control of it, rather than necessarily kind of burying their head in the sand and hoping and wishing and praying that, you know, the troubles and the difficulties of making a particular decision in the past would go away somewhat, but obviously it didn't. And so therefore time just went on, and then there was the upset between the two of you, and you may not even have heard from this person. I'm getting a sense that you may have not had communication with them for quite some time. I'm getting years for some reason. Years is coming through. You may have known this person for years, or you have a lot of history with this person, but they want to be back in your life, I'm getting, okay, which is really interesting. But this person does have love for you, but they didn't necessarily show it to you, and they also didn't show it to you that you bring a lot of peace to them. I feel like this person just wasn't sure what to do with themselves, so they didn't do anything at all, and they may have felt very vulnerable in the sense with the connection with you in the past. I'm getting a sense that you're quite a strong, assertive person. Like you've gone through a lot. You've built yourself up a lot with whatever challenges that you faced in the past. Like you look at, you know, failures that have gone on in the past as opportunities to learn. You know, you see the good in all people, you see the good in all things. There's a sense of unconditional love. You're knowing of how to transmute the sense of negativity and bring into the sense of positivity. Like you can have a very objective view of certain things. So I feel like you have a strong sense of purpose in your life, or you know what your purpose is, or you feel like you're going down the right track in relation to other areas in your life, but you may have been a little bit unsure about this connection. So it's like everything else seems to be kind of working out for you as of right now, but this is like the last puzzle piece. Like you're waiting, in a sense, actively for this person to come back around and most likely fill in the last kind of puzzle piece, whether that's a relationship, whether that's a conversation, so like a heart-to-heart, or there's something that you feel that you are needing from this person in a sense of closure. But I feel like you've had to provide this closure for yourself regardless, and you've had this sense of enlightenment that there's only so much that you can do on your end, and it's down to them to kind of come into your life and kind of solve the rest, I'm getting, for some reason. So what we're going to do is we're going to look into the Modern Witch Tarot now, just to pull a few cards and see what we can get in relation to the reading. Okay. Oh wow, that wanted to come out. So we have 2 here. Okay, 9 of Wands in reverse and the 7 of Swords in reverse. Yeah, you're very much unsure about whether to put all your eggs in one basket in relation to this person, but I feel like you felt that from this person, that their sense of indecisiveness. So because they were pursuing a particular outlook, in a sense of, you may have felt it energetically that this person was unsure about whether to put in the work to do with this connection, whether to give up on it or to move on forward with it. So they just felt so stuck that they didn't make a decision whatsoever. And I feel there's a sense of that's where the potential feelings of failure came into play, because they didn't deal with anything. Yeah, this person may have been very hot and cold in your life here with the Knight of Wands in reverse. So you most likely had to give up and surrender from this connection in the past and kind of admit defeat in relation to it, because this person may have been relatively sneaky, potentially, but I'm feeling more on the lines of that they weren't fully transparent with you. And I feel like there's been a lot of miscommunication or gross misunderstandings between the two of you, potentially, but I feel like you're needing of a heart-to-heart. Potentially you may have felt betrayed by this person. You may have had to try to carry on like everything is fine, with the sense that they were kind of here, there and everywhere in relation to your life in the past. Like they weren't bringing in a sense of stability, but I feel like you had to grow confidence within yourself and move on forward, and potentially pursue new love. But if not pursue new love, then you just kind of went off in a different direction and moved on to something that kind of gave you the sense of emotional fulfillment, rather than kind of trying to get it from this person from the past. And I feel like you're recognizing that this person wasn't fully available in the past. They wanted to live a particular lifestyle, and I feel like that's what got revealed to you here with the Moon in reverse, Pisces energy. So what can we get here for Gemini? 4 of Wands. Wow. What else can we get here? I feel like you are dealing with a very high level soulmate here, potentially a twin flame with that 4 of Wands. Divine masculine, divine feminine energy. I'm feeling that this person is recognizing the depth of the connection between the two of you, but the timing just may have been a bit off in the past. I feel like this person is recognizing that the sense of peace that they could get in their life is to kind of build a solid home with you, and that's why they're upset, and they're feeling angry, in the sense disappointed within themselves, and how the connection has kind of carried out, as it were, because they recognize that they could have the sense of feeling at home, feeling at one, feeling at peace, feeling the sense of love in this beautiful relationship or connection, etc. And obviously with this love, like there are going to be people who are going to be very envious of this connection, because it's unlike anything else I'm getting. Yeah, you're meant to have it all together here with the 10 of Pentacles, and now this person is recognizing that they may have kind of stayed in a connection or a situation or what have you in the past because of their financial security and stability, rather than necessarily moving on forward in relation to love. So that's why they could have not necessarily moved on forward with the connection with you and stayed in a sense of indecisiveness. I feel like they've had to learn a very solid lesson about materialism here. But I feel like everything may have looked like it was relatively peachy elsewhere if they were dealing with a karmic partner or a karmic ex or a baby mum or a baby daddy, you know, or even a family member or friend or whatever else in their life that caused an imbalance to do with a third party situation. They've had to have the sense of failure in that connection or situation to be grateful for most likely the spiritual lesson that they've had to go through in order to recognize the significance of the connection between you and them. Yeah, what else here, please and thank you? Yeah, Page of Pentacles. This person wants to come forward and offer you something physical here. You know, their time, their energy, their resources, potentially an apology here. I'm getting even jewelry for some reason. Jewelry. I'm getting promise ring. I'm also getting a sense of engagement here. Potentially this person is now recognizing that they feel like they failed themselves and they're disappointed because they may have felt like now they've missed out on the opportunity of a lifetime, the love of their life, because in the sense that they were stuck in a place of stagnancy, most likely dealing with a karmic cycle. So they feel like they've lost out a great deal here. But this person wants to give to you, but they feel like they failed you in some sort of way because they didn't show to you by showing up with their actions that they were trustworthy in some sort of way. They were dealing potentially with someone else or in something else where there's potentially been the strong sense of unrequited love. And I feel like this person wants to apologize to you because they felt the love, the chemistry, and the connection and the attraction, etc. with you, but they didn't show it off to you as that, and they may have come across as withdrawn. But I feel like they did that in a sense of on purpose for some reason. I feel like there's potentially been confusion here on purpose from this person. So this person may have a tendency in the past to kind of get more inclined with their kind of shadow side, their darker side, their darker aspects of themselves, rather than in the lightest aspects. So I feel like when you came into this person's life in the past, most likely they were relatively blinded, because in the sense that, you know, you were all kind of too much for this person because you were just kind of bringing in the sense of love and peace into their life, and they didn't know what to do with you, even though they most likely in a sense asked and wished and prayed for a relationship with someone like you in their life. And that's what they asked for, and then that's what they got, and then they feel like now most likely they've missed out on the opportunity of moving on forward with potentially someone who they were given to from the divine as a gift, as a blessing, and you know, as someone in their life who was going to be solid and stable and everything they dreamed of, but they feel like they effed up. They feel like they effed up and they didn't, you know, carry out the connection the right way. But I feel like it's all kind of happened for a bigger purpose here. And so that this person is now needing to understand that, you know, hindsight's a wonderful thing, but we're not meant to have all the answers straight off the bat. We're meant to go through certain lessons and growth and changes, etc. And you know, it's a bit of a roller coaster, but it's essential for us all to move on forward in relation to that. I'm getting lots of messages, so obviously please just take what feel resonates and leave the rest. Six of Pentacles. Yeah, this person failed most likely to have equal give and take with you, but now that's what they are wanting. This person definitely wants to give you a gift. You know how I was saying that earlier, and then we got this person holding gifts. This person may have had difficulties in the past to do with codependency in their relationships. You may have had some sort of power struggle in the dynamic between the two of you. In relation to, you may have been overly giving of your time, your energy and your resources because you are, you know, a very loving, unconditional person, and you came forward to them with pure intentions, but they didn't necessarily understand that someone could do that, because they've most likely gone through so much ish in their life that they've had a lot of negativity kind of rub off on them. And so therefore they may have kind of thought the worst in relation to the connection with you and thought that it wasn't real. Look at that, as I say that with the Seven of Swords. Like, there was a sense of sneakiness. I mean, guys, I can't make it up. You know, you giving to this person right? You took a risk by giving to this person, but now they feel like they would be taking a risk to come forward towards you. But now they're needing to be resourceful in the sense of, you know, changing their ways to make themselves known to you. They potentially thought that you were of someone who was most likely going to stab them in the back or hurt them in some sort of way, so they didn't fully trust you in the past. But now, with you most likely being in separation for quite some time away from each other, they're now getting a sense of an awakening and realizing that actually you were true, you were authentic, you were genuine, that was just the way that you were, that was your nature. And now this person is trying to strategize on how to come back into your life and bring you in the sense of peace after a period of time where they were at a crossroads, being unsure about what to even do or not do in relation to this connection. I feel like this person just got very overwhelmed and they've needed to take the time to kind of ground themselves and ground their energy. What else here, please and thank you for Gemini? Six of Cups. Yeah, you brought in balance and harmony with this person. I'm getting a strong indication here, guys, as well, that you're very intuitive. Okay? You may have some sort of spiritual gifts here, guys, or you are kind of getting awoken up to that. This person feels this strong sense of nostalgia. They can't stop thinking about you. You could be seeing sixes a lot. Okay? I'm also getting that this person just wants to offer you of everything. You see how these people are in these cards, like giving of gifts, giving of offering, like they're giving themselves out. They know that you did that in the past and now they want to come back into your life and do that with you. They want to communicate with you here with the Eight of Wands. They're going to travel to see you. This person has a lot of passion, a lot of fire for you, a lot of love for you. They genuinely want it all. But this person knows that there has been considerable difficulties in the connection with you guys in the past. They're definitely taking action now after a period of being indecisiveness. I feel like this person was just very comfortable where they were in another situation, but I feel like they may have had the financial security and the stability or with whoever or whatever they were dealing with in the past, but they didn't necessarily have the strong sense of emotional fulfillment, and now they want to have the equalness in their life, you know, in the sense of having things in the tangible, in the 3D material world, but also on an emotional level as well. But I feel like they may have had their main focus to do with their career, their finances, their reputation, their status, their work, etc. But I feel like they are changing certain aspects of themselves. I feel like they could be recovering from an old situation that isn't serving them anymore. One more here for Gemini, please and thank you. I really do feel like you have a very strong past life connection with this person, or you've known each other since you were children. Either that or kind of like early 20s I'm getting. Five of Swords, yeah. This person may have lied to you in the past. Potentially they may have given off the impression that they were happy elsewhere, but I feel like they weren't. I feel like they now recognise that where they've been in the past and where they've been staying has been basically stifling their growth, and they've been wanting to move on for quite some time. I feel like this person is upset with themselves because they know that they deep down were lying to themselves, but also most likely lying to you in some sort of way because they were in denial about the depth of the connection with you. And I feel like now this person is wanting to take the swords out of your back here and actually come forward and offer you love. I feel like this person is most likely leaving a strong sense of toxicity in their life here with that Ten of Swords in reverse. Yeah, they're having to protect their energy as of right now, potentially from a mother figure or a baby mama or a baby daddy here, or someone that they are married to or in a long-term commitment with. I feel like this person was juggling for a very long time in relation to you and this other person. They felt the love and the passion for you, but yet they had the stability elsewhere. And I feel like it's just caused them a load of drama in their life, and now they want to get out of that. Because I feel like now this person is recognizing of your worth here. And because they're recognizing of your worth, they're now starting to understand that they actually have a lot to offer as well. But before, they may have accepted very poor treatment from other people around them. And I feel like they're having to kind of relearn themselves, I'm getting, for some reason. But this person most likely was dealing with someone, with a karmic partner or a karmic ex who was unfaithful, I'm getting, and it caused a lot of upset. And I feel like your person was, in a sense, felt like they were forced to leave a connection or a situation because something terrible had happened in their life, or see things from another perspective. But I feel like they are actually very grateful now that they are moving on, or they will be moving on relatively soon from what's not serving them. But I feel like at the time when certain things played out, they were obviously very upset because it kind of disrupted their sense of their pattern or whatever they were doing elsewhere. Like, they were forced to change, and I feel like this person wasn't ready for the change, or they felt like they weren't ready for the change, so they just didn't do of anything. But they now know and recognise that they can't bring in this sense of new love and peace and beautiful harmony and balance in their life if they stay in a sense of stagnancy and they just stay where they're at. They're having to release the old to allow in the new. And I feel like this person wants to have the new with you, okay? But they are needing to release the old first in order to start again. And be independent rather than codependent if they are dealing with a karmic partner or a karmic ex, and kind of get themselves settled. But I feel like they may receive some sort of windfall or some sort of money or financial help or a gift or something that is going to allow them to progress in the way that they want to and feel at peace, so that they can actually be open and receptive to love here, guys, which is really quite lovely. But anyway, let's look into the Hidden Truth Oracle messages to kind of close off this reading. Let me just move up to the cards. So everything you need to know about myself and the channel is in the description box below. And if you did fancy supporting myself and the channel, there is a donation link now available. So thank you so much to those of you who have already donated. I greatly appreciate you guys. Yeah, even if you do not financially donate, that's absolutely fine, not to worry. A great way to energetically donate is to like, share, subscribe and comment down below. So I appreciate you guys so much for doing that. And if you are enjoying the reading, please hit that like button, as it makes a massive difference with the channel and it really does help get the messages out there to people who may need to see them at this time. So thank you all so much. So these kind of Hidden Truth Oracle messages could be what your person would like to confess to you, or what you would like to confess to them, as we do have cross watchers here, guys. And this could also be if you've had no contact, little contact, or if you are in communication, then it could be a bit sporadic as well, guys. So let's get into this. What can we get for Gemini, please, and thank you. I left you before you could leave me. Yeah. I feel like this person going quiet and not talking or not making a decision may have felt like this person left you. And I feel in the sense they try to energetically leave you. Because I feel like this person was dealing with so much insecurity and doubts and anxiety and potentially issues from their past in relation to their childhood, etc. They may have thought that they were going to preempt that you were going to move on or leave them anyway, so they could have been dealing with some sort of abandonment issues. Yeah. And that's where you may have felt like this person had failed you in some sort of way, or you may have felt betrayed by this person at one point, because obviously they went cold, or they went silent, or they ghosted, or they did something. I feel potentially as well this person may have had issues with commitment in the past, or they've been dealing with a love relationship or a connection with a karmic partner or a karmic ex where there was issues in relation to that. And they may have had such bad experiences that when you came along into their life, they may have thought that it was too good to be true, as I was saying earlier. So therefore, they basically denied themselves of the connection and self-sabotaged this connection, when really all they wanted deep down was love and peace and harmony and balance, and to feel, you know, safe within themselves, but also safe at home with someone who genuinely loves them and cares for them and, you know, nourishes them and looks after them, not necessarily in a kind of parenting way, but, you know, in an equal kind of give and take, loving, interdependent relationship. What else here for Gemini? I couldn't let you get too close to me. I mean, guys, it's literally what I've been saying. So they preempted that you would leave, so they just kind of left instead. It's like they wanted you to get close to them because they just desired this, but they didn't know what to do with it. They didn't know what to do with you. So it's like they got basically scared in the sense of the intensity that there was between the two of you, and so therefore they just, I'm getting hid or ran, basically. And this could have been very heartbreaking. Look at that. The timing just wasn't right for us, as I said earlier. This person wanted you to get close to them, but it's like they didn't feel like they were deserving of this connection or what you were providing. They felt like they were undeserving, unworthy. So they've had to really address some sort of issues within themselves. One more card for Gemini, please, and thank you. Oh my gosh, that is so weird. I literally said in my head, like, what came through in my head was I love you unconditionally, and then this card came out. I know that obviously is no proof of that, guys, because you're not in my head, but that's basically what happened. I had the I love you unconditionally card come out. Now guys, I believe it's your reading, but also Pisces reading, that this card always seems to be coming out here. This person loves you unconditionally, but you have loved this person unconditionally. You wanted to get close to this person, but in order for you to become closer to this person, you've had to separate yourselves first of all away from this person and love yourself unconditionally. And this in turn is allowing this person to have this self-love for themselves, and then to naturally, you guys are going to be coming back together in a sense of alignment when the timing is right. And I'm getting the strong sense of divine timing here. I feel like this is a very spiritual connection here, guys. I don't react when people mention you. I feel like I said that earlier. It's like this person is so into you, but they don't know how to react. Look, and you came closer than anyone. I couldn't let you get close to me, but you came closer to anyone. And then last card, you speak to me through music. I will wait for a sign from you. So yeah, I'm strongly feeling a very telepathic, psychic connection here, guys. Twin flame connection, high level soulmate. You've just been kind of actively working on you, and you've been waiting for a sign that this person's on the way, or they in a sense have been energetically waiting for a sign to find out when it's kind of safe in a sense for them to kind of test the waters and see where you're at, and strategically make their way to you to converse with you about what happened in the past. But it's like they couldn't let you get close to them, but they wanted you to get close to them. They love you unconditionally as much as you love them unconditionally. Maybe you've not been able to talk to many people about this connection, you know, because you've been potentially triggered by their name or by certain things, and you've had to come to grips with whatever happened in the past and heal yourself. There may have been a point where you may have had to walk away from this person as well, especially if they came back around in your life and kind of gave some sort of, you know, half-hearted apology before. and they didn't necessarily follow through in the way that, you know, they were with this particular apology. I mean, you know, we can all say sorry about something, but when we apologize, it's different. And I feel like you may have not even carried on communicating properly with this person when they apologized or when they said sorry, because you still felt like, well, do they genuinely mean it? Do they genuinely mean it? And if, for instance, there was a sense of infidelity between you and this person, or, you know, they were dealing with a karmic partner or the karmic ex and they kept that kind of up their sleeve, as it were, you know, you may have felt, you know, manipulated. You may have felt manipulated. And so therefore you were like, okay, well, yes, they've in a sense said sorry, but, you know, actions are needing to be louder than words at this point. So you may have gone, do you know what, I can't deal with this anymore, and I have to separate myself. So I'm feeling that for some reason for some of you guys, because you weren't going to be juggled. You didn't want to be juggled. You knew that there was this connection that was unlike anything else that you've ever experienced in your whole entire life, you know. And it just all kind of got too much as well, I'm getting. You know, yes, you have love for this person, you love them unconditionally, but then at the same time, there needs to be more than love in a relationship. There needs to be a lot of other components, as it were, that kind of add up together. But anyway, guys, that's going to be the end of the reading. Wow, that was really interesting. I was not expecting to go for as long as that with the read, but what came through is what came through. So I feel like the messages could have been quite specific for some of you, but obviously let us know in the comments down below. I'd love to get your feedback. So I hope that there were some messages that resonated, a few messages, if not the whole reading. Please like, share, subscribe, and leave us a comment down below, and I'll eventually get back to you guys. I hope you have a wonderful week. Happy birthday again, Gemini. Enjoy your birthday season, and please take care of yourselves, and we'll speak to you very soon. So thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. Bye now.